Hi everybody, this is Lee Jackson again with our informational series on buying insurance and understanding how it works. This one is about general health insurance. Now we're going to talk about individual health insurance, and I'm going to try to make it real simple because I've been doing this for many years, helping folks just like you understand and shop for insurance. So the first thing you need to do is have a budget in mind. What do you want to spend? What would you want out of a plan and for what kind of money? So the first thing we talk about is there's three different plans in California. One is called HMO, which is a health maintenance organization type plan, PPO, and HSA. And we're going to focus in on PPO because on the individual market, PPO plans are very reasonably priced compared to the others. So that's kind of what we're going to look at first. So the first thing you got to ask yourself is what's a deductible? Because PPO plans have deductibles built in. So get this, it's really important. A deductible is the money you have to spend before the insurance company is going to start paying anything. So that's important to understand. The second thing you want to understand is what do I get before my deductible and after my deductible? So if I have, say, for example, a $5,000 deductible, the insurance company is really not going to pay anything until I spend $5,000 in a calendar year. But what do I get before that? Because there's all different plans. I'm going to touch on different plans, but I'm not going to touch on the different companies in California. There's good, there's bad. This isn't the forum for that. If you'd like more information, please feel free to check out more videos. So the first thing we're going to talk about is my deductible. What do I get before it? Generally, you get doctor visits. You may get 1, 2, 3, or 5, or 6. It depends what plan you're looking at. And those doctor visits come with what's called a copay. And a copay means what do I pay when I walk in the door? It's not a percentage. There's no deductible. Say it's a $40 copay. I go to the doctor. I pay $40. So I know going in pretty much what I'm going to spend. Now remember also that if you go to the doctor for preventative, that means once a year checkup with blood and x-rays, if you go for a pap and mammogram, if you're a gal, or you go for a colonoscopy, first of all, those are free. They don't count against your doctor visits, so that's separate. And that's preventative. And those are all, again, free in California. So that's a nice thing to have. The next thing we want to talk about is medicine. If you take a plan with brand medicine and generic, you're going to pay more than if you just take a plan with generic. And the brand medicine always has a big deductible, and the generic has almost no deductible on most plans. So it's better if you can take a generic plan if you're trying to save money. And the whole point of this video is to understand that the less benefits you take, the less your price is per month. But what do you really need? Do you want to cover the big stuff? Do you want to cover the little stuff? Or do you want to cover everything? If you're an older, middle-aged person, you may only want to cover the big stuff. If you're a younger person with family, you may want to cover everything. So that's the kind of thing we want to talk about. So now if I go in the hospital, first of all, is my hospital in my network? And we're going to talk about that too. Is my doctor in my network? And what's a network? Well, PPO plans are all about network. They stand for Preferred Provider Organization, or a network. The insurance company makes a deal with doctors, hospitals, labs to get you a better rate and get them a better rate. So that's why when you hear about in-network, out-of-network, you always want to stay in-network. It's much smarter. So you want to check, is the hospital you like in-network? Is your doctor in-network? If they're not, maybe you want to look at a different plan where they are. Very important. Also, emergency room visits. Some plans have a copay. Some plans, it goes against your deductible, which can be very expensive. Is it worth paying a little more to get a copay for your emergency room visit, or is it not? It's something you have to decide. Testing is another one. Diagnostic testing means I don't feel good. Something's wrong with me, and they're trying to find out what. Could be blood, x-rays, CAT scan, and so on. That normally goes against your deductible, which means you pay for it, but you pay a reduced rate, the negotiated rate that the insurance company has negotiated with the providers. If it's your yearly checkup with blood and x-rays and you're fine, it's free. It's when you're not feeling fine, something's wrong, that's when you get charged. So these are the things that we want to talk about. Also, the last thing is your out-of-pocket charges. What's my total out-of-pocket? So what that means is if I'm in the hospital, and God forbid I have something major wrong with me, I have to pay my deductible, and after that it's called co-insurance. Somebody is going to pay a percentage, meaning me, and the insurance company will pay another percentage. Depending on the plan, your percentage can range from 30% that you pay up to 50%. And the insurance company pays the difference. But what if I'm in the hospital and I continue to be ill? And my charges keep going up and up and up. Where do I stop paying? Where does the insurance company shoulder the entire burden? And remember, there's no limits on what they have to, what they can pay or are forced to pay anymore. Used to be, but they're gone. So your bill could be millions of dollars. Where do I stop paying? That's your out-of-pocket maximum, and that's for catastrophic. So if you're worried about something like that, that's another thing you want to look at. So these are the type of things we want to look at. There's all different plans in California, ranging from very inexpensive to very expensive. Of course, you get what you pay for. The more benefits you want, the more expensive it is. Also, what's your age? As we age, the prices go up because we are more likely to have problems. Also, where do you live? That's also a factor that determines how much is your premium going to be on insurance. So these are the things you got to look at. I'm more than happy to help you. I'm like the old-fashioned doctor. I'll even sit with you if you like. I don't charge. My advice is free, and if you get plans, I can help you shop for them or explain them to you. My number again is 310-756-5976. My name is Lee Jackson. I've been an agent for many years, helping people just like you find affordable coverage that fits you. And that's why it's so much better to use someone like me than do it on your own, because I understand how these plans work, I understand the loopholes, and I'll help you find a plan that covers you for just what you want without paying too much. So have a great day. Don't forget to look at the rest of our informational videos. Again, my number, if you'd like to call me, 310-756-5976. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.